Hi everyone, this is Nate, and we are continuing our conversation with the tarot card. And today we will be looking at obviously a different card. So, for those of you who might have seen the first two episodes from this playlist, we had a conversation with the Wheel of Fortune, we had a conversation with the Justice card. Today, we will see what obviously comes through. The idea here is that we will be looking at a conversation. So if you're new to this, it is really a bit different. This is not a class. We are actually taking the archetype of the card and we are trying to understand the conversation with it, to understand what they have to say. Actually, there is a moment where I am actually using this book. This is from Alejandro Jodorowsky and Marianne Costa, The Way of Tarot, the spiritual teacher in the cards, and I extract a little bit what they say. And so not only we get a bigger understanding, a deeper dive understanding of the card, but we get also some reflections, philosophical reflections about our lives. And so this is what we're going to be doing today. The only unknown is at this moment. I don't know which card we will be looking at, but we will know that as I pull a a card. So, Spirit, who does want to speak today? Who would like to speak today and give us some messages? Okay, the card is the Temperance, number 14. So we're gonna take our time and we are gonna go through kind of the meaning and the symbolism of Temperance. This is a very chill card. This comes after Death, number 13. And the main themes here for Temperance are protection, circulation, and healing. We definitely get this sense with the flow here, the flow, all right? So we're going to take our time kind of going through the meanings. Temperance, number 14, depicts an angel. Yep, depicts an angel. You can see her wings. The card arrived after the profound Arcanum 13, and this is after death, like I mentioned before. And after death, when you think about it, what comes after is the rebirth. And so that's why you have idea of flow and circulation. The time for peace, the time for health has come. We should note that temperance has no article, no feminine or masculine. But if you work with a language that has feminine and masculine, like Latin, for example, in Latin-based language, in French, for example, we say la tempérance, a more feminine energy. But as angels, it is true that we can talk about it in both genders. Actually, you see the red emperor and the blue, the two polar opposite. Just like the emperor, 10 plus 4, it's the Wheel of Fortune plus 4, 4 being the emperor. It's a number of stability. The angel is anchored in the earth, doesn't fly, very anchored in the earth, doesn't fly, but the wings give them that possibility. She's looking, I say she because I feel it more of a feminine energy. She's looking with her gaze, a deep look inside the world, like an illumination. Superhuman gaze, superhuman gaze. Could be that of the only angel to see God, which is Gabriel. The gaze and hair are filled with divine light. And the five-petaled red flower at the top of the head. Yep, you see the five petal. It's almost to me feels like a third eye connection. They say here it's bears the quintessence, but I feel like it's a third eye. It's almost like they provide a lot of messages without speech, kind of very angelical. Clearly anchored in earth. We see the earth here. We're looking at her chest, and there's different triangles here, represented the four centers of the human being: intellectual, emotional, sexual, and corporeal, which is physical. These centers do not intercommunicate, but juxtapose with its own law. We see, we see their hands. We see their heart radiating. Yeah, I like this yellow here where it feels like the heart is radiating. Temperance ensures that energies and fluids can communicate with each other. We see the fluid here. We could say that they mix water with wine. And it's kind of interesting when you think about it. We have a proverb in French that says, mettre de l'eau dans son vin, putting water in your wine. This is basically compromising. You have an opinion, but you have to water it down to reach the other. It's not like she is working on opposing energy, but it complements one with the other. It's not like the blue is against the red. It's like they work together. It's a secret of balance. Interesting because we were looking at justice before, but it's a different kind of balance. The justice was more opposing to opinions. In this case, it's just like bringing things together like an alchemist. The health, mental and emotional, like basically think about health, physical health and mental health, how they complement one another. The control of passions, not through repression, but through sublimation. Temperance brings a peaceful message. Find your center, find your vital pendulum, and avoid going extreme. Go the middle way. Like this is really about that notion of compromise. Our opinions. How do we reach out to others? How do we extend a hand? How do we feel very strong about a certain way, the other people feel very strong about a certain way. Wouldn't the temperance, give us kind of a method to go about it? We see with her robe, we cannot see her feet. There seems to be, anytime we cannot see something on a tarot card, there seems to be hidden secrets. Not everything is meant to be known. This is a sign of healing, reconciliation, protection. It urges the search for balance. Particularly, it talks to us if we find that we have an inner conflict. Think about it also if you look at the theater, for example, you go to watch a show at the theater. You have people front stage, you have people backstage. You don't oppose the people in the front to the people in the back. They work together. You need them both. It's more like an alchemist, a chemistry. You don't oppose them. To a country to be successful, you need everyone to pull the same way. This card calls us to take the middle path, the integration path or the middle path. This card really doesn't like extremes. So it's about adding value that moderates the passion that causes harm. And then we go back to, what causes harm, whether it's jealousy, greed, all the things that can come in between us. So now we're reaching the point where the card is speaking. I am with you permanently. Not a single second passes that I'm not with you, because my true essence is to be a guardian. You cannot imagine the number of dangers and illnesses from which I save you. I am there. I am watching over you. When you're dreaming, I'm watching over your dreams. I drive the nightmares away. So think about it. If you are someone who struggle with difficult dreams and nightmares, what about if you were putting this card on the nightstand? Just an idea. I love you infinitely. Put your trust in me, because when you stop believing in me, I become smaller and smaller, and then I become invisible. So you have to find that energy within you. Mhm. I lose some of my power, but once you start seeing me again, so we have to see how this energy of finding the inner peace is not something that comes right away. We have to kind of like bring it to us. But once you start seeing me again, I act more and more effectively, both inside you, the inner peace, and in the outside world. Just like a mother will give her child to a trustworthy individual to watch, you can entrust yourself to me like a child. I will protect you. How many among you have suddenly become aware of my existence when I pulled you back just as a car was about to run you down? Wow. Now I understand. I'm sure you might have experiences where you've gotten help that maybe was you didn't understand. Something happened that saved you, maybe last minute. Temperance. Or when I dissuaded you from going into an airplane that would later explode in flight or have a problem. Or when I stop your steps mere inches from the abyss. This is that energy. This is that angel that's really watches over us. Wow. I've always looked at temperance like a card of compromise, yes, a card of patience, but this is like a divine protection. I am balance and prosperity. I am the inner voice that screams, look out, and lets you avoid making the fatal error, having the accident, making the irreversible gesture. I am on a state of constant alert on your behalf. I am the kindness of the universe. I communicate with nature and with all the entities governing the world, ensuring their favor toward you. I intercept dangers, I guide exchanges. I am present at the north, south, east, and west, all corners of the world, so that you may live your lives in all confidence. I've been called guardian angel. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That is how the church imagined me, with the appearance of a child. I am that, but I'm also much more than that. I am part of your subconscious, its benevolent part, the part that helps and keeps watch over you even when you are sleeping. I am there to urge you to act when an action is good for you. Trust me, I am here to balance you. Those who suffer and torture themselves do not know me. Yet I'm also there for them. I'm only waiting for them to see me and to call upon me. Wow. So some of the themes we went through is healing, health, protection, dynamic balance, exchanges, reconciliation, energy flow, the crossing of a frontier, going, expanding, traveling, premonitory dreams, harmony, to blend, to balance, to water one's wine, balance of vital forces, angelic nature, moderation, self communication, messenger of grace, spiritual healing, the guardian angel. I'm only one thing of you, that you recognize that you are not alone. That is so true. Basically, if we recognize that we are not alone, we invite her, we invite our guardian angel to help us just by recognizing that we're not alone. But then you ask, what must be done to reach me? I shall answer you. You must begin by imagining me. You may first invoke my childish image of a guardian angel. That's a good start. Play with me like a child speaking to his angel. Act as if I existed. Imagine me there, right next to you all the time, and that my soul's purpose is to help you. Most importantly, like a trusting child, you must accept my aid. So, this is very, very interesting. A lot of people that I talk to in my practice, clients, friends, they say, I don't know. I don't know how to contact my guardian angel. So she's saying, imagine me, act as if I'm there. Because the more that you believe, the more that you act like if I'm there, the more I'm there and I'm there to help you. But you have to make that first step. It's exactly when she said, put your trust in me, because when you stop believing in me, I become smaller and smaller and then invisible. Invisible. I lose some of my power. Once you start seeing me again, I act more and more effectively. Wow. So if you believe that there might be spirits helping you, you have to really act as if they're there. Talk to them, connect with them, engage with them. And that's basically what fuels them to come and help. So if you say, well, some people say, I never gotten any proof of spirit, so it doesn't exist. Well, it will not be shown to them because they're not making that first step to try, to believe, to Give it a real chance. Abandon your defenses. When you need something, ask me out loud. My guardian angel, help me, intercede for me in this problem, in this difficulty. My guardian angel, help me. Please help me. I will respond to all your requests, whether they're practical or spiritual. Ask me to protect you. I love to protect you. Tell me, my protector, watch over me, watch over my health. Help me find a job that will truly make me happy, in which I can realize my full human potential and ensure my family will lack for nothing. So, yes, what if you take temperance and you put a candle and ask for protection, for help, for something? This seems like this is a very, very powerful energy, much more than I imagine using temperance for in divination. But for rituals, for prayers, I mean, this is your guardian angel energy. Or tell me, my protector, help me stay calm in difficult circumstances. Help me progress, develop my awareness, give me strength, improve my health, and ensure that I make myself useful to all around me every day. I have confidence in you. So you gotta believe first. Then you see, obviously, if the results come through. But first, I think it's very important to ask. Even if you do not believe in me, imitate this belief, and little by little, I shall start to appear. That's exactly what I was saying. Time is my ally because it's always bringing you more wisdom. I'm with you from the moment of birth to the moment called death, which is another birth. Wow. So I really didn't expect that the conversation with Temperance would get us there. But really, what it gave us is a tool, is an avenue to ask for help, for protection. They want to come help us, but we need to make that first step to believe, to connect with them, and engage them in our lives. And the more we do, the more we'll see the results. So I'm very determined myself to make more of an effort to acknowledge them and to bring them with us in our lives. I would like to know, are you interested to participate to this and bring temperance into your life and work with them? Please let me know in the comment if that really resonated with you, if you have that experience, if you want to try that experience. I think this is very fascinating. I never thought we would get there with this temperance card from the tarot, but it really illuminates the whole energy as a guardian angel. And so to finish this reading, it's interesting. I said that this is not a reading the book, but not a psychic reading. But I would like to ask from the temperance, please, protect us all, give us health, good fortune, happiness, abundance, protect us. Whoever is watching this video, please receive the positive energy from temperance. Thank you.